Colton Benson, a transfer from Texas State. And Stacey, I'm just going to hit you with this, man. I'm putting a lot of pressure on you guys. I'm saying you're my sleeper team in the Southland. You got 2 veteran guards. You got a high major big. I like what I'm seeing here. Am I right to be giving you guys some props heading into the season?
I don't know. We'll hide out and see if we can win more than 4 games this year. Yeah.
We'll see. They must have had a bad exhibition or something, a scrimmage, one of those secret scrimmages that now Stacey's looking at the film and like, hey, maybe we're not as good as I thought we were. One of those. You'll be fine, Stacey. You'll be fine. You
can't win 4 games. Can't win 4 games and come out talking smack, guys. That's
a good point.
Fair.
You know what you can do though? You know what the good thing is? It's only up from there because you're not gonna win. I will bet my house, my new house in Charleston, on the fact that you will win more than 4 games this year and more than 2 in league play. All right?
That'd be a good one. You're safe there, I think.
All right. What's the biggest difference though when you come off the year you did and you had a lot of success, as a head coach at Loyola, an assistant at Loyola, then head coach from 2014 to 22. The record, I think, was like 100 games over 500 while you were there. You get this job a year ago, and it's a tough job, New Orleans. They've had some success in the past, but, it's been a while now. What's the biggest thing that you could take away from a year like last season?
Well, number one is God will always find a way to humble you. We came off a 37 in 1 year, my last year as a head coach, and you turn it around with the 4-27 out of the gate. We got the job May 1st. That was the day the portal closed. Dead period started May 17th. We took a number of guys back from the previous team and took a number of guys without visits, put a staff together and a team together in about 2.5 weeks and was running back and forth to MD Anderson in Houston to do chemo with my wife, who had been diagnosed just a month before with breast cancer. So not the ideal way to get started, but we had a full summer to recruit and excited about the group we put together.
How is your wife?
She's doing great.
Good.
Yeah,
that's the one that matters.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
That'll put a 4-win season in a perspective, won't it?
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of things
Colton,
last year that we weren't expecting, but turning the corner. We're in a good spot.
Good. That's good to hear. Colton, you made the decision to transfer to New Orleans from Texas State. Just take me a little bit through that process and why you trusted in Coach Hollowell here.
Yeah, for sure. Being in the portal, it wasn't my first time, so I kind of knew, what that world is, and I feel like I have a good tale of transparent and real people, and Coach Stacey Hollowell is exactly that. And they were my first visit. I had other visits lined up, and I canceled all the other ones and called Coach Stacey and said, "Man, we're in this together. Let's go do it." I'm a believer of his vision and everything he stands for. So he's a guy that I want to win for, and haven't really been able to say that much. So,
of course, you're a good judge of people. Your dad's a pastor, your mom's a coach. That's pretty good lineage right there to be able to kind of figure things out. Like you said, you bounced around a little bit, started your career at Army. Had a really good year that year. Then, go to Texas State for the last couple of years. What's the biggest thing, Stacey, that you saw of Colton that said, like, hey, this is a guy we need to bring in?
Well, maturity for one, first-class guy. And I think you build great teams with great people. His ability to shoot on the move, to shoot with distance, to play make off the bounce, and he's taking care of the ball everywhere he's been.
Stacey, you bring in Jacavian Buckley from Southeastern Louisiana, a guy who has had success in this league, an experienced guard, a senior, and kind of understands what it takes to be able to win and compete at this level in the Southland. What have you gotten out of him this season, and what are you hoping to get from him moving forward?
He just plays with so much balance, kind of has a little bit of a Rod Strickland type game, can take it to the paint, bump you off, knock some shots down, willingness to move the ball, run your stuff. Just the calmness that he plays with on the court, I think is going to really help us.
All right, Colton. True or false that you are a huge softball guy? You're a huge Texas State softball guy. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Why? Tell everybody why.
Yeah, I got engaged not too long ago, and yeah, she plays she played. She just graduated from Texas State, and I mean she's a legend there. So kind of have to like it, love it.
Yeah, did you give her any softball tips? Like bad game, she comes off, maybe doesn't hit like she should. Any tips, or are you just keeping your mouth shut?
Well, if she, one, she never plays bad in my eyes, and two, if
hey, that's a great answer. You're not even married yet, and you have an answer that I couldn't have come up with. I just had my 25th anniversary. I still don't know how to come up with answers like that. So you're well ahead of me.
No, if she doesn't hit well, she'll rob a grand slam or something in the outfield. So there's always always a play that she's making. So,
were you prior to meeting her, right? Were you always a baseball and a softball fan, or is that something where it just kind of happened as the relationship grew?
No, yeah, it just when I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest baseball guy. I'm not the biggest softball guy. Now I'm a big softball fan, obviously. But before that, I just never really got into it. And then, I started watching softball a little bit more, obviously. And the game is faster. It's a little bit faster paced. So I kind of, can translate to that a little bit.
Stacey, your coaching career has been taking some twists and turns. I think that's fair to say. You've coached overseas. You're born in Shreveport, coached, as we talked about, Loyola in Louisiana, but you've also coached overseas at Qatar, in one of my favorite countries, Rob knows, Lithuania, in China. Give me kind of the craziest story you have from coaching overseas.
So we had been in Qatar for about a month. This is 2003, early 2003. And he had done just about everything that you could do at the time. And we decided to go out in the desert and see if we could find some camels. And we drove miles and miles and miles into the desert. And to the right, there was a little boy with a bicycle helmet on. And I was thinking to myself, there's nothing out here, even close. And bicycle safety has come a long way to be here. And so we drove a little further, and in the distance, you could see stadium lights. And as we pulled up, there were hundreds of these little boys with bicycle helmets on. And it turned out at the time, there were camel races there, and the jockeys were very young children. So that was an experience.
Did you watch?
Did
you go? Did you watch? Did you watch the races or no?
I didn't watch the races. I could see them running in the distance, and where we were standing was the area that they stopped the camels. And
so you got the hell
so
out of there. You got out of there.
Well, there was a truck full of guys, and these guys jumped out of the bed of the truck and started sprinting kind of at us. And 2003, you're talking about a year after 9/11. I was like, I didn't know if I should be running. And then the camels came through the door, and the little boys on the camel dropped the rope down, and the guys they pulled the rope, kind of like a cartoon character, like digging their heels in the ground to stop the camels. But yeah, that was one. There's plenty of them. Plenty of stories I could tell you, Jeff.
That was not where I was expecting that one to go.
No, that's a good story.
Yeah, it is a good story.
Now robots ride on the camels. No more kids.
Probably true.
What was the level of basketball like in Qatar at that time?
Well, I thought we had a pretty good team. The 2006 team, obviously we were in the World Championship in '06, and that's supposed to be the top 24 teams in the world at the time. And I thought we had a pretty good team. We were 6'9" at the 4, 6'10" at the 5. Had guard play that was pretty good, and finished third in the Asian Championship in 2005 that qualified us. So yeah, I thought unbelievable experience going there. 2003, I didn't think that we'd ever see the World Championship, but that's definitely a highlight of my coaching career.
Hey, give me your front court should be really good this year. Obviously, you got MJ back, and you bring in Churchill, who again played sparingly. Didn't play a ton at Wake, but a top 100 kid coming out of high school. I assume you think this could be a strength this year. How much you think those guys will play together?
Well, I like to stretch the floor, and we brought in 2 international fours that can really shoot it. And, the 2 of those guys as a combination at the 5 give us an interesting punch of kind of power and strength, and then speed and ability to finish at the rim. And so I don't know how much they'll play together. We've looked at it. It's not something that we have written off, but I think the guys
you'd rather go with a skilled guy. Yeah, you'd rather go with a skilled guy next to each of them, if possible. But those 2 guys, I mean, man, it's going to be hard to put up 5 men. Like you must feel pretty good about putting those guys out there the majority of the time at the 5 against just about anybody in the league, right?
And I feel like the depth that we have at that spot's really good. I mean, we brought in Will Patterson, who was at Three Rivers and Syracuse before that. Was right at 7 feet. And, had a nice performance in our exhibition against Sacramento State. So, I like our 5 spot.
Last one I got for you, Stacey, is you were at Loyola, like Jeff mentioned. I think it was the head coach for 8 years. The last you were there, you won the national championship, and you had 2 guys, high major talents, Miles Byrne, who went to Ole Miss, and Zach Reitzel, who went to Marquette on that roster. What has been the biggest adjustment moving up to the Division I level from NAIA? Has been have you changed maybe some of the way that you coach and some of the way of the style? Like I feel like you had a roster that was probably similar in terms of length and athleticism, maybe. What's been the adjustment going up to the Division I ranks from NAIA?
I'm not discounting last year, but I would say the difference was losing, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I think this group's going to put us in a better situation than we had last year. We've got guys that have experience now. I think experience is super underrated. We also have guys that are high IQ guys. And somebody asked me the other day, how'd you get your guys to execute so well in the exhibition? And I told, first of all, we didn't think we executed super well, but we have guys this year that are more mature and have a better basketball IQ. And when you have that, you can get a whole lot done. And so we're excited about what we've got, and obviously looking to the future.
Yeah, well, listen, we appreciate you guys being here. Best of luck this season, and you don't want to put the pressure on yourself. I'm going to put the pressure on for you, Stacey. Expecting big years out of the Privateers here in New Orleans this season.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that was